Hi, good evening. Let me check my sound. Um, I'm just gonna wait for a second. Hi, Megan. Okay, I'm gonna add you. Let's see. Hi, Myrtle. Nice to have you here. Um, Give me 1 second, guys. Technology. Hi.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too. So, hi, Vago. So amazing to have you here. So welcome, guys. We are here for a ritual. Hi, nice to have you. Um, Megan,
Yes.
so amazing to finally be live here with you.
I know.
I'm super excited about it.
Me too.
And I'm really excited because you have a nice opening for our ritual today.
Yes, I do.
Is that right?
Yeah. So let me start. Oh, one thing. 1 second.
Hi, Renee. Good to have you. I am excited about this.
Okay. There we go.
Nice.
I want to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you're going to enjoy this ritual. So I would like to start with everyone who has an essential oil. If you've got that near you, just grab it. Run to the bathroom if that's where you've got it. Ooh, which one do you have?
I am very simple. I just got this at Holland and Barrett.
Lavender.
I have lavender, yeah.
Nice,
Lavender
nice.
and rosemary in my house.
Love it. Oh, good combination. I've got Thieves from Young Living, and Thieves has cinnamon, nutmeg, all the awesome stuff. So what I want everyone to do, or request to do, is just open your bottle, drop 1 hand of oil in your hand. There you go. Make sure it's an oil that's safe to put on your skin. Rub it in your hands. And inhale it. Just do that one more time. And really. Do you feel something? Do you feel different?
Super calming. It's really nice.
No, isn't it? I love it.
I love it.
So now we'll smell nice all evening.
That's always a good deal, hey?
Yeah, it is. Okay. I've got three card decks I can pull a card from. Trying to see which one's best. I think I'm going to go with the animal spirit. That's the one that's calling to me. And everyone who has an intention, has a question for the next 3 months for the autumn, just call in the question and I'll grab the card that's calling me.
I like that idea. Or if you have any questions, just throw them right in. If you need a bit to get into it, today we're celebrating the autumn equinox, which is the halfway point between the summer and the winter solstice, which means that today, if everything goes right, the day and the night are equally long. So this is a day to celebrate balance. It's also a harvest festival originally. And so this would be a good moment to check in with balance within yourself, with gratitude, and perhaps with letting go as we're going into the darker half of the year. If you have any questions around this, we would love to hear it. Megan, do you have any intention or thoughts around this? How do you feel about the new season?
As you know, I love the autumn. The autumn is the best time of the year for me. I'm super kapha, and kapha, well, autumn is the kapha season. You go back inwards and, you know, go back into the homes, and the smells and the colors. It's just the best time of the year. And when it's cooling down again, yeah, it's the best thing for me. How does that feel for you?
I love it. I've always been much more resistant about the darker months. I said something about this on my profile. Some of you may have seen that. Because I've always struggled with like mild seasonal depression. And so for me, the association of autumn is like, oh no, it's getting dark.
Yeah.
And the past few years, I think a couple of years ago, I had a moment where I woke up and thought, the darker months are literally half of the year. Am I really going to spend the rest of my life being afraid of half of my life? Wow. And so I've really tried to tap into the magical aspects of the darker months and of these seasons. And for me, part of that is really what we're going to do today, which is going within and, you know, reflecting and really feeling into how you're feeling. I think this might sound a bit woo, but I think the summer is like the extroverted month of the year, or the extroverted season.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of like action and being out of your house, even though, you know, during COVID that probably wasn't true for most of us.
No.
But I think this is a beautiful invitation to go within and to check in with yourself, and to commit to that practice, right? If you have a yoga or a meditation practice, this is such a beautiful time to check in with yourself.
Yes.
Because some of the noise from outside just kind of goes away, right?
Yeah.
So I think that is my current thought is how can I find magic within myself during these coming months?
Love it. And also that you say, you know, that you realize for yourself, okay, am I really going to spend 6 months a year being, you know, so sad and depressed? And
absolutely,
it's that's such a strong realization. It's life-changing.
Absolutely. I'm just reading comments. Yeah,
I think the darker months are scarier. No clue why, but I love to go back to me and back to my feelings, to realize it's about balance. That is very beautiful.
I love that so much, Madel. Thank you for commenting that.
Yes.
I think maybe we can get a card around that, Megan. Is that okay?
Yeah.
We can tune into what kind of beauty can these months give us or bring us. Talia, I'm so happy you made it. Guys, I'm just gonna say this. So Talia is also a wonderful yoga teacher. You can find her under Transformational Yogi, and we trained together in Paros 2 years ago in Greece. And she's really awesome. She's in the US, and so I'm really happy she could make it today. We tried to be nice about the time zones.
Yeah, that's a hard thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. We can't include everybody, but we try to include the people we already know might want to join. So yeah, awesome that this was a good time.
Okay, so I got 2 cards that caught my attention. Dog Spirit, be loyal to what you love. And Elephant Spirit, learn from the past.
Very nice.
There we go. Would you like me to read them for you?
I would love to hear more about it.
Cool.
For the people who are watching, super awesome that you're here.
Yes.
And you know, if anything resonates with you, please let us know. We'd love to hear it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dog Spirit. I'm going to start with Dog Spirit. Dog Spirit appears to remind you that although change is a part of life, the autumn is a season of change, and all of us are meant to evolve, our love and commitment remain strong. You are loved now and can trust that this higher love is true. Spirit loves you, and love has arrived in many forms now, manifesting in the people you surround yourself with, expressed uniquely through them. Dog Spirit also says, be true to which you love, for now is a time of good fortune. Be steady as you recognize that people and things are always transforming. Your heart is evolving and true. Dog Spirit wants you to know that your steadfast commitment to experiencing and expressing love will attract and manifest more love. You deserve all of it. Have faith in Spirit's plan for you. And then there's a protection message. Loyalty to people and situations can turn into attachments that result in stagnation, enmeshment, and the loss of integrity. Do you fear what will happen if you let a relationship evolve? Are you afraid that asking for a situation to change will make others see you as disloyal? Trust that when Dog Spirit appears, you are meant to accept the turning of the wheel of life and changing of fortunes. If you feel you are being betrayed or are growing apart from someone, let Dog Spirit reconnect you with your commitment to love in all its forms. Perhaps a relationship is meant to evolve. Perhaps you are meant to evolve too, so that you can change, so that you can experience the growth for which your soul yearns. Your greatest loyalty is to love, so be open to all its many guises, I guess, including self-love. You deserve the best, and that's what Spirit wants for you. I don't know who had an intention around a relationship or a situation evolving. That's your card, for sure.
What I really liked about the explanation around this card was that I was thinking earlier, you know, it really emphasizes relationships and community within the turning of the year. And they literally said the wheel, right? And there's this thing called the Wheel of Year, which has 8 festivals where you celebrate the turning of the year, right? And the autumn equinox is actually one of those 8. So I love that that was in there.
Yeah.
And part of it was that I was thinking that this season would be such a beautiful time to come together in circle, right?
It is, yeah.
To have these moments to reflect together. Because just because you're going within doesn't mean that you have to do everything by yourself.
No, we think that often.
Exactly. So I really loved that idea, and I've been thinking about that today, that I would really like to create something like that. So again, you know, if anybody wants in, let me know. I'd be super happy to do actually like live check-ins throughout the darker months to make sure that we all come out in one piece.
That's great.
I was thinking, just looking at the time, how about you give us some of the highlights of the other spirit?
Yeah.
And maybe if you want, you can like give screenshots or something, or like a little bit of background information to the people who are into this.
Yeah, so I'll definitely post them in my stories later after the live. And I'll just give a short highlight now. So it's Elephant Spirit, and it's called Learn from the Past. I think that refers beautifully to what you said before, is that you learned from all the winters before in being in a lower state of mind and feeling less vibrationally high in the darker months. Maybe we can learn from that and try to create a new ritual for ourselves to enjoy the darker months and sit with that uncomfortableness of it being dark, and trying to create that community, trying to create love for ourselves, because you're also there yourself. You have huge influence on your life, so try and take that responsibility too. And I know it can sometimes be very hard because the darker months can be sad and lonely. I mean, I like the fall, but as soon as, you know, January comes in, all the Christmas stuff's gone. I don't like the darker months either. So it's also try and stay within that community and try and stay with yourself and stay true to what you want to be. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
I love that.
I'll post the text of the card later on my stories.
Amazing. That is super exciting. Let's see. Is there anything else you would like to talk about before?
What I would like to do really quickly is sage everyone. I've got my sage here. Just cleanse everyone's energy. If you guys have crystals laying around or a candle or whatever, grab it and You know, invite the light in. Invite the light into the dark months. There we go. So weird doing that to a phone. There. Do it to myself. Sending you all love. There we go.
That's really nice. Thank you. Okay, for those of you who are here, we're going to go into a little bit of a movement practice. I just want to say that it's going to be super mindful. So even if you're not in a position where you can do that, just take this second to breathe. It's a short part. We just want to incorporate it to get like some movement into the practice because it can be super healing. But if you're still at work or you're on your way or you're listening and, you know, in a position where you can't do the practice, that is okay. I am going to switch to different audio. Let's see. The downside of very long hair.
That's why I chopped it off.
I get stuck in my microphone. Okay, so what we're going to do as a little bit of an introduction, I'm going to connect my microphone to the phone, which means that I can't hear Meghan anymore. And then I'm going to twist, like turn the screen so you guys can see me on the mat. And we're going to do the short movement practice. Before we go into this, I'm going to try to install the audio. And Meghan, again, I won't be able to hear you anymore, but can you give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me? Because then I know.
Yeah. Before you do that, I think we can actually see you. Is that your mat behind you?
Yeah, it is, but I can't stand up, so that's
why. Oh, okay. That will make it a bit harder.
Yeah. I checked all the possible camera
settings. Okay, cool.
So what we're gonna do is when the audio is okay, we're gonna flip it and just do the yoga practice. Yeah. And then when I guide you out of it, you can stay laying down or sitting down, you know, whatever works for you in the moment. And we're gonna get Meghan back, which is a super exciting moment. So bear with me. It's going to be a short practice just to wake up a little bit and bring some warmth and some balance. So, moment of truth. Okay. Meghan, can you still hear me? Amazing. Okay. So I'm just going to turn the camera and invite you guys into my house. Welcome. Let's see. Okay. Meghan, I'm going to get you back soon. Wonderful. Okay. Welcome to my home. I'm just going to go to the mat if everything's still okay. And we're going to sit down for a minute. I'm really praying that everything is going to be okay because I can see when people are commenting, but I can't actually read the comments. So take a second, take a deep breath in and hold for a bit, and then take a long breath out. Another one, take a deep breath in, hold, and then take a long breath out. And when you're ready, I want you to begin with a very gentle movement, just wiggling the fingers for a second. And then on the next in-breath, we bring the arms all the way up. Hands touch. And on the exhale, you bring your hands down. We do that a second time, arms all the way up. Hold for a second and out. Okay, on the next one, we only bring the right arm up, left fingers touch down. On the out breath, we lean over to the left. Deep breath in, extend. And on the out breath, bend a little bit more. And on the next in-breath, we're coming up again. And out, arms down. Now the other side, on the inhale, arm up. And over, out. In-breath, extend. And out breath, bend. In-breath all the way up. And out breath, palms down to the floor. When you're ready and move with intention, we're going to move into child's pose, which means hands and feet, knees as wide as the mat, feet together if you can, and sit back onto your heels and forward. And take a few moments to breathe here. All right. You can touch your forehead to the mat if you want. For the sake of your sound, I'm not going to do that. Let's take another deep breath in. Hold, and a long breath out. On the next inhale, ask you to move forward onto hands and knees. Shoulders are going to be above the wrists, hips are going to be above the ankles, and you can curl under the toes if you want. All right, we're going to start with a cat-cow, which means look all the way up, drop your belly as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, curl in, and basically breathe towards the mat or your belly. Next one, breath in, stretch, and on the out breath, all the way in. All right, when you're ready, we send the hips back into one downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs a little bit. This is a good moment to just wake up and warm up the body. It might be your first of the day. If you've been sitting all day, this is a good way to balance out any tension you may have built up in the back or the shoulders, in the hips and the legs as well. And on the next inhale, we bring the left foot forward in between the hands. All right, and we drop the right foot down. Here we move the hands up into a low lunge. If you need a little bit of help with this, that is totally fine. And we keep breathing. And again, inhale, extend. Make your body longer. And exhale, try to sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. If you want, you can uncurl the toes. Whatever feels best for your knees. Another deep breath in. And a long breath out. And then slowly bring your hands back to frame the foot. And then draw your body back into half splits. Toes come towards you. And you bend over your leg. Another deep breath in, lengthen. And long breath out to fold. Deep breath in, lengthen. And on the out breath, we fold. In this position, no matter how far you get, this might be a little bit uncomfortable. So this would be a good moment to remember to let go. And I know how difficult this can be, but sometimes we go through moderately uncomfortable times that aren't life-threatening in any way. And the best thing we can do is to just let go of control and let go of judgment. And so that's what we try to do in these poses. Luckily, they also end. So we're going to bring it back to a low lunge. Curl the back toe, and then bring the front foot back with the back foot. Downward facing dog. Of course, on a day of balance, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So on the next breath in, we take the right leg and bring it in between the hands. Drop the back knee. All right. And again, arms up for a low lunge. On the inhale, we lengthen. And on the exhale, we sink deeper into the pose. Right. One more. Lengthen. And inhale deeper into the pose. Exhale, deeper into the pose. And then when you're ready, go back to framing the foot, and we draw the leg back into half splits. And again, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. And as you are in this position, I want to ask you to notice what's going on in your mind. Again, this is an uncomfortable position for many. Try to notice how your mind deals with the resistance. Sometimes people say, how you do yoga is how you do life. And I love this. And this is a good moment to remember, if you are prone to giving up, you might want to move out of this pose right now. If you're more prone to burnout, for example, you might be very deep into this pose right now, trying to push yourself and getting, the deepest stretch possible. And I just want to ask you to be gentle with yourself. Try to hold on, but don't push it too much. And then when you're ready, you can go back to a low lunge, frame the foot again, draw up the back knee, and step back into a plank pose. We're only going to do this for a few seconds just to find balance in your body and build a little bit of heat. And then when you're ready, knees down and sit back onto your heels. I'm just going to check the time for us. Perfect. So we're going to do a wide-legged forward fold. And this really means we're going to put the legs out wide. And I want to say here, if you already have a lot of flexibility in your legs, this might work, right? If this doesn't feel comfortable, try to bring your knees in a little bit, or a lot, because the most important thing here is that you can sit upright, your spine can be long. All right, so find a position that works for you, and when you're ready, we're going to bring the arms up like we did in the beginning, all the way up in the in-breath. And this time on the out-breath, we want to lean forward. And again, see where you land, right? You might fold very deep, you might get here, it's all fine. Just try to check in with how your body is feeling right now. All right, so again, deep breath in, lengthen. And on the out breath, we fold forward. And just for a few moments, I would like to ask you to check in with yourself. And listen to how your body is feeling right now. In the stillness, you might be able to hear your inner voice, whatever you want to call it. You might also be able to get a little bit deeper into the stretch. It's a win-win. All right, so try to keep the shoulders open if you can, and fold as much as is comfortable or possible without hurting yourself. Another deep breath in, and a long breath out. All right, and slowly come back up. You bring the legs in, feet together, knees out wide, into a butterfly pose. And when I teach this live, most people really want to flap their wings, do a little bit of flying. So by all means, please do that. And again, take the in-breath to lengthen, and the out-breath to fold forward. Again, however much is comfortable for you. And keep breathing deeply and connecting to yourself. And I want you to know that this is a choose your own adventure class. If you're in this position and you realize that this really doesn't work for your body, feel free to change, right? Feel free to choose a different position. Feel free to choose something that works better for you and your body. I am just here to guide you through the process, but if it looks different for your body, especially now when I can't actually see you guys, please find the expression that works for you right now. All right. And when we are ready, I just want to sit for a second. And I'm going to keep this short, as I promised. For those of you who are still at your desk and are waiting to catch up, if you are on the mat with me, I want to ask you to come lie on your back. For the last part, before we move back into a meditation. So for now, hips or feet about hip width apart, hands on the floor. And I want you to press your back into the mat, press your shoulders into the mat, your feet, your hands, and then lift up your hips into a bridge pose. And the strength is really coming from your lower body, right? Because we don't want to strain the lower back. So press the knees together a little bit so your legs don't flay out too much. A little bit of action in your legs. And when you're ready, vertebra by vertebra, roll your back onto the mat. If you want, you can bring your legs in, give yourself a hug, maybe roll back and forth a little bit for a back massage. And then if you're ready, we're going to do that one more time. Feet hip width apart. If you were steady, action the legs first, the feet, the lower legs, upper legs, and then slowly lift up the hips. Again, take a couple of deep breaths. And then slowly lower your body down onto the mat. One more time, bring your legs in. Right, go back and forth. And when you're ready, I want to ask you to bring your legs down and out, arms away from the body, and close your eyes for a minute. This pose is called Shavasana, corpse pose, and it is often not the most popular pose in a new class, but I would like to tell you that it is in fact the most important pose. After a class, no matter how short and sweet, this is a way to integrate, to give your body a second to calm down and to really get back to yourself before you move back into your day. So as we are here, take a second just to relax and to feel where your body touches the ground, the mat, the towel, the carpet, no matter where you are. For those of you who are still sitting upright, try to do the same exercise. Close your eyes and try to feel where your body is touching the chair or the couch or wherever you are right now. And we take another deep breath in and a long breath out. And if you want, you can stay here for a little bit. If you're ready, you can come sit upright. If you're not, that is totally fine, because this is the moment where I'm going to ask you to stay in your position for a little bit and wait for me to get Meghan back. So I'm going to disconnect. All right. That should be back. right, so we have Megan back.
Hello.
And she's going to lead you into a meditation. Megan,
Yes.
are you ready?
I am. I'm just coming out of my Savasana. It's funny that you said that a lot of people don't enjoy it. It's my favorite pose. I guess that's why I'm a kappa.
That's your kappa. I love it. All right. Okay. I'm ready.
Good. Let me grab it. There we go. I'd like to ask you to sit comfortably on a chair or on your meditation pillow or on another pillow, or lay down on your bed, with a risk of falling asleep though, so choose whatever suits you today. Okay, and then close your eyes, or if you find that a bit too risky, lay your eyes on one point of the floor and focus on that point, and breathe in deeply through your nose and out through the mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through the mouth. Yawn if you have to. And out through the mouth. Autumn is a time of going inwards. We are literally going inwards by going into our houses, out from nature into our houses. But it's also a metaphorical time to go inwards. It's a time to go into our emotions, into our lives, and reevaluate. I would like you to imagine a forest. You are walking through a beautiful forest with tall trees, smaller trees, future Christmas trees, a squirrel hopping by, and a deer elegantly trotting along her path. Really look at what you see around you. Do you see it? Do you see the forest? Look at the trees around you, look at the animals, look at the mushrooms. Now imagine the trees being green, as they always are in the summer. And slowly but surely, the trees are turning yellow. The leaves on the trees are turning yellow. They are turning red. They're turning orange. They're turning purple. They're turning into all the beautiful colours that autumn has to bring us. The leaves are slowly turning into another colour, marking the start of the autumn or fall. And then imagine all the leaves slowly falling down from the branches, one by one, taken down by the wind. The trees are slowly getting ready for their winter sleep, but before they do so, they want to embrace us once more with the beautiful colours, and they want to show their magnificence once more. Now feel what sensations the changing colours of the leaves and the fallings of the leaves gives you. Go inward and experience what the autumn or the fall does to you on the inside. Breathe into that feeling. Does it scare you? Does it make you happy? How do you feel? All experiences are good. Everything is good. Doesn't matter how you feel. Everything is there for a reason. Invite it to just be there. And I invite you to sit with everything you experience. Take another deep breath in through the nose, into your belly, and out through the mouth. The autumn is a beautiful time to prepare for change. What do you want to let go of with the falling of the leaves? Do you want to let go of old habits, of people, of a job? Now envision that thing or the things that you want to let go of forming into a small white ball that's filled with white light into your hands. Hold the bowl. Look at it one more time and thank all the things that you want to let go of for being there. Thank all the things that you want to let go of for serving you when they did. Show the gratitude for everything that they've done for you. And then tell the ball that it's time to let go and now release it into the universe. It will be taken care of. Now, what do you want to hold on to that the past year has brought you? A beautiful new opportunity, growth, relationships. Think of all the things that you want to invite to stay this coming year. We do not have influence over any of the things we want to keep, but we can be grateful for them coming into our lives and thank them for being here. So go ahead and thank everything that you want to keep for being here. Show your gratitude. We can ask them to stay a little longer so it can support us to live our best lives. Autumn is also a time to plant new seeds that will come out in spring. What new seeds do you want to plant now that can come to blossom in the spring? Think of something you want to achieve or a new job you might want. Make space in your awareness for it to come into your life. Thank it in advance for coming to you and promise it that you will do your best to be a beautiful host for this beautiful new thing. Express your gratitude. Now imagine planting the seed and letting it rest until it comes to you in divine timing. Take a few moments of silence to breathe in and breathe out. Now, after being in a deep meditative state, you can slowly wake up again. You can wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and do it all slowly in your own time. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you, Meghan, for the beautiful meditation.
Feels like a namaste moment.
Yeah, and it does, eh?
Namaste.
Thank you for being here and for doing this ritual with me, and for all of you who are watching. Thank you so much for sharing this moment with us. We would love to hear your experiences. How are you feeling right now? Sorry, just looking. Lovely. Yeah, thank you, Talia. Just reading. That was lovely. Both of you did it at my desk. Definitely needed the mental break. I love that. And I really love the example of, you know, you weren't in a place where you could do the physical practice, but you stayed and you did the practice, right? And I think that's what, or at least a big part of what I'd like to give you. That felt great. Rini, thank you. Yeah, I wanna give you that of, you know, your breath is your practice. And so sometimes you want to show up on the mat and do a full like 45, 60, 90-minute flow. Sometimes you want to do your breath work, sometimes you want to do your meditation, and sometimes, you know, you're on the tram and you get stressed out and you just need this one moment where you connect to your breath. And so that is the main thing I would like to share at this end of this ritual. Good luck, Talia. Talia's going back to work.
Good luck.
Thank you so much for joining us. It was wonderful to have you here. To the rest who is watching, thank you so much. I know it's been different since COVID and we can't actually see you and be in the same room, but we so very much appreciate you sharing, you know, a part of your day and sharing your energy with us. And it definitely is an exchange of energy, right? Even if we can't be in the same room. So we really appreciate that. And just remember, right, if you get into the space where you feel resistance, or, you know, if you have trouble going into this new season, just connect to your breath. Yeah. And if you want more, we are both here. Meghan, you can find her under Meghan is Mindful. We'll share more links. They're already in our stories, but I think you'll see it. And Meghan does meditations and a lot of awesome mindfulness things. You've been really into essential oils lately, which is really cool. So if you need any of that, you can definitely check in with her. I'm currently working on something special for specifically the people who've been working from home since COVID. So drum roll, stay tuned for that one. And we also have a private Facebook group for those of you who are on Facebook, where I'm kind of going to try to create this online coven or circle for those of us who want to connect and go deep in the coming months and don't necessarily want to do it alone. So I'm going to send links to all of those things. Yeah, we would love to stay in touch with you and, you know, get each other through the dark months. And definitely remember that it's not all scary and there's so much magic in the darkness. And I think, you know, we'll be getting more into that in the coming weeks. So we'll definitely get back to you. Right now, it's been 50 minutes, so I think it's time to slowly finish.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, Meghan, how are you feeling?
Oh, a bit emotional, to be very honest with you. Your yoga practice definitely loosened something in me. So, yeah, that's how I'm feeling, and I'm feeling very grateful to hear that this worked so well for some people. you never know. So it's a beautiful confirmation. And yeah, I loved what you said, but now it slipped my mind. Typical.
We'll watch the replay.
Yeah, watch the replay. Oh, that's it. I love what you said about the breath. Breathing within yoga and mindfulness is extremely important. And just a reminder for everyone, your breath is the only tool you always have with you, always, in every situation. And it's the most powerful tool that you can imagine. Just try out some breathwork things for yourself if you're interested in that. It's stress relieving and really great. So definitely check that out. I would recommend that. Yeah.
Yeah, I very much agree with you. Very good point. Yeah, that's really
so thank you, Flora, for joining, or well, for letting me join and hosting this ritual together. I loved it. It was cool. And hope to be able to do this again in the future.
Absolutely. I think we should just promise right now that we're going to do that.
21st of December.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Deal.
That sounds like a good idea. Cool. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Meghan, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited we could make this work today.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, I hope to see and hear from you soon. And if there's anything we can help you with in the coming months, please let us know.
Yeah.
We are definitely open to suggestions and to questions.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a nice evening and enjoy the turning tonight.
Yeah, will do.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.